Hey guys, it's Elizabeth finding Elizabeth. This is, yet again, I'm like 2 years, 11 months post-op vertical.
Watch out, fog reported ahead.
It is really foggy. I'm in the car again. It's like not even 7 o'clock yet, and I'm on the road, which so doesn't usually happen for me. But I am going to Gil Garcetti, who's the mayor of LA. He's doing a breakfast on the status of women and girls. And I'm going to that, and it starts at 8 o'clock. And maybe I'll make it, maybe I won't, because it's very foggy and there's a lot of traffic. So before I get into my update, I want to give a huge, gigantic shout out to Monica, Sleeved After 60, who is having her surgery today. Want to send her my love and best wishes. I want her to be my life coach. Gracie and I were watching her video the other night, and she was saying that in preparing for surgery, she wanted to make sure she got her taxes done in case something happened to her. I'm like, yeah, that would be the last thing on my mind of what I would be worried about not being taken care of if something happened to me during surgery. But that's just me, and that's why I need a life coach. But anyway, I just think she is such a great addition to this community. If you haven't subscribed to her, please do. I'm going to post this video probably from my phone, so I won't have things in the description box, but I will add her a link to her YouTube channel when I come back, because not only is she, like me, someone who's a little bit older when they're getting surgery, which I think is important to kind of have those voices represented in this community, just because I think sometimes we bring a little bit of a different perspective, in addition to the fact that I think that we show that it's never too late to make really positive health changes for your life. But she also, I believe, is a mental health professional. She just brings such awareness and insight that if you haven't watched her videos, you should go do it right now. And she's having her surgery today. All right, so my starting weight in January of 2014 was 402 pounds. My weight at surgery on April 14th, 2014 was 360.6 pounds. Last week on Friday or Thursday, I think I came to you, or no, it was Friday, with a weight of 212.8. My weight yesterday...
Watch out, fog reported ahead.
My official weight... my official weigh-in date is Monday. My weight yesterday was 214.8. So that's a net 3-pound loss in the last 2 weeks. I think that 2.12 number was a pretty dehydrated number based on the fact that I had been sick and not eating or drinking for a few days, which is fine. So 214.8. It's interesting. I mentioned last week the book that I'm reading. It's called Thinner, Leaner, Stronger. The guide to a woman's best body or some such crap. But he suggests either weighing once a week, which doesn't work for me, or if you're a daily weigher, to weigh every day and then take the average of your weights. I don't know why I never thought of that, but that's what I'm going to be doing going forward. Is the weight that I report in my videos is the average of 7 days weight. So what's going on with me in terms of weight loss surgery? I mentioned this on Friday, but something has clicked. I don't know why, I don't know how, but I feel like I'm back. I'm back to focusing on this, taking it seriously, and I just feel like my old self in terms of how I have for the majority of this journey approached it, which is to kick its fucking ass. So that's where I'm at right now. I finished the book over the weekend, and I will put that also in the description box below. It's by, I think the guy's name is Michael Matthews. So this book is I have to say, this is the best book on diet and fitness I have ever read, because generally I feel like I know all of this stuff, and I think that because many of us, even though we didn't practice it for years, have been surrounded by all these ideas around health and fitness and what it takes to be successful. But I learned a lot from this book about things that I didn't know. And when I'm not making a video in the car, I think maybe once a week I'll pull out some of that stuff to share with you guys. But generally, his philosophy is a high protein diet, which we all know. Yesterday was the first day I did it, and it's a lot of calories for me. Of course, today I was up like 0.2 pounds, so I was like, oh, I need to switch this up. It's too many calories for me, which is ridiculous. I'm going to try it for a week at what he says it should be, and that is about 1,600 calories, I don't even know how much protein, a shitload of protein, way more protein than I normally get. Moderately low carb. Well, I don't know. It's like 100 grams of carbs a day. So I don't know. Is that moderately low? What's the average number of carbs that people eat? And on the lower end of fat. So yesterday it was really a push for me to eat that many calories, because here's the other thing. I think that for many, many months I have probably been eating, is this recording? It better be recording. Yes, okay, it is, sorry. I've probably been eating about 600 calories a day in food calories, and then probably a shitload of calories in alcohol. This, it doesn't really mention alcohol in the book, but I'm cutting that out except for on special occasions. And honestly, this is the first time probably in a year where I feel like that's not a big deal. I don't have a problem with that. But anyway, 1,600 calories was a lot for me to eat in real nutritious food. I did not hit the protein number. I got like over 100 grams of protein. I didn't hit the carb number. I think it was like 100. I think I got like 40 carbs. I, of course, over exceeded the fat number, which I'm not that worried about. And I didn't get the fiber number. So anyway, that's the nutrition plan. I mean, his thing is really just high protein, eat healthy, nutritious, clean foods, which generally I do. And, the only thing that he says is a real, to try to really, really, really stay away from if you can, is trans fats, which I don't eat a lot of food that contains trans fats. So his theory on the whole keto, high protein, and he cites a bunch of research studies, but being in a research, I've always worked around research, and I know that you can most likely find studies that say whatever you want them to say to a certain degree of reasonableness. So there are studies pro and con of keto, but his thing is keto works because in the majority of cases, people who are on keto are bumping up their protein significantly by being on keto, which makes sense. He doesn't recommend it because a big component of this program is lifting weights and working out, and he cited some studies that said that you need those carbs to build muscle or have energy or whatever. I actually could read this book 3 times and go through all the things that I learned in it. So anyway, doing that food wise, the workout is predominantly a weightlifting workout. I started that yesterday at the gym with chest and calves, and I have to tell you, I have always been someone who was not uncomfortable going to the gym, but I have gone to the gym, doing cardio or doing classes or being there with a personal trainer. This was the first time that I went and did weights on my own, and I have to say I was a little intimidated, and I have to find, and I know my form because I've worked with Brandon, and these aren't new, for the most part, new exercises for me, but I don't know, Brandon always just gave me the weights at whatever weight, he thought was appropriate for me. So I don't know how to figure the weights out. I'm learning how to put them on and off the barbell. All that stuff. It makes me a little uncomfortable, but I will get used to it, just like everything else. And it felt great. I'm a little bit
Watch
sore.
out, fog reported ahead.
Yes, we know it's foggy. They know that. I know that. I can see. Anyway, so he recommends that you do, if you're going to do cardio in addition to lifting, that you do it at different times than your weightlifting. I don't know if that's going to fly for me or not. I kind of feel like he doesn't want you to do cardio before because he wants you to have, this theory is like lifting as heavy as you can, pretty much, and getting through. If you can do 8, if you can't do 8 reps, it's too heavy. If you can do 10, it's too light. So you're pushing yourself at the extreme. And so he doesn't want you to do cardio ahead of time because it might exhaust you. So he personally does his lifting in the morning and then goes back and does cardio at night. I don't know if that's going to work for me. Yesterday, I did weights first and then cardio. So I think if I have the energy to do cardio after, I'm probably going to do it while I'm there, because I don't know that that I would get it together to go twice in one day. And he also recommends HIIT interval training on the running, which is full out bursts within a workout. So yesterday I ran, I walk ran. So I walked during the part when I wasn't sprinting, and then I sprinted, which for me was at like 6 miles an hour, which was pretty, and I did that 4 times in the 20-minute cardio period. So anyway, that's basically what this program is. I'm going to try it and, see how it goes. But I don't know, just something, it's like funny. I was talking last week about how my head has not been in the best place, but like I noticed last night, I had tried on one of Gracie's dresses a couple weeks ago, and I mean, she's considerably thinner than I am and has had plastic surgery, but I thought it might fit because it was a little stretchy. It didn't, so I was giving it back to her last night, and I said it doesn't fit, and she's like, I'm sorry, boo. I'm like, no, it's fine, because before you leave, that dress is going to fit, and it will.
Watch out, fog reported ahead.
And I am just back to that place where I know that I can finish this up. I know I am strong. I know that I can make good choices. And yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. In terms of other life stuff, I did have one aha moment that is another thing that was related to thinking that I wanted to share. And I was going to say, sometimes I worry that I come across as narcissistic. And I probably do, because I'm a little infatuated. I joked in my Christmas letter, for those of you who got it, saying that, if we've kept in touch on social media, really what you know about me is that I like to take my selfies from a high angle, and I'm a little infatuated with the way the new me looks. But this is all really new to me, and I don't always quite believe it. So this was like an aha moment that happened to me last week that I thought I would share, because it's really about changing your thinking. So I was in a little, I was having some comparison thinking in my head, not about a weight loss surgery thing, but about someone's ex-girlfriend or whatever, and kind of comparing how I looked to how they looked. And it was just something happened that made it come up in my mind, and I hadn't thought about it in forever, but it was just like going on and on and on through my mind. I was like, well, she was so gorgeous and da-da-da-da, and young and gorgeous and thin and blah, blah, blah. And then I started thinking, the woman that Brian married, which who knows if they're still married or what, I don't know, she was really gorgeous too. And that kind of hit my mind. I was thinking, wow, these two men who choose really gorgeous women chose me. And that was one of those stop in your tracks moments, because I have spent my life thinking, okay, I'm the woman that men who are attracted to overweight women like, or I'm the woman that super needy men who need someone to take care of them choose in spite of how I look. So it was a real shift to me to think I'm the woman that men who tend to choose women who are very gorgeous choose. So yeah, that was sort of an aha moment for me in a good way. But it's things like that for me are important, those shifts in thinking, just like the shift from trying on Gracie's dress and not fitting and thinking, oh my God, I'm so fat, I'm so losing this battle, and blah blah blah, to thinking, no, it doesn't fit right now, but by the time you leave, that dress will fit me. So I guess I'm just saying this to show how important what you think means. Yeah. And in this book, there are some great mental mind strategies, which I will also share with you guys at a time when I am making a video, when I am not in my car. Okie dokie. I think I said happy birthday to Gretchen in last week's video, but I will say it again. Margaret Lewis, I believe, had her surgery, so congratulations to her. I want to shout out to Spring Bishop. I won't say why, but she knows why. And just all my people who keep me going on a regular day-to-day basis. Patty, Gracie, Amy, Sarah, Harrison, Scotty, all of you people, you know who you are. Yeah, and I think I said this already last week, but shout out to all my Chicago friends. All those memories that came up from last year over the weekend made me really miss you guys. And the most hysterical thing was, and I had totally forgotten these, I want to do these at every meet and greet, but we did a thing in Chicago where somebody would say something and then I would take the quote and ask who said it on Facebook. Well, it was fun while we were doing it, but to go back as those popped up as memories was hysterical. And it brought back so many specific memories from that weekend that pictures wouldn't have. So definitely want to do that on all meet and greets. Okay, you guys have a fantastic week, and I will talk to you next week. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.